This is the story of Walter Nebuchadnezzar. Doing what he likes best, fighting crime in the streets. You see, Walter's a policeman. Unfortunately, the chief doesn't want Walter on the streets.
Captain, get back to your cage, boy. Now!
So Walter must fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter's advanced knowledge of electronics led him to experiment with what is called a hologram. That's a very fancy word for a three-dimensional picture that, when perfected, can be made to look real, sound real. As a matter of fact, given enough power, it can even be made to feel real. That's kind of what got me into this world. My name is AUTOMAN. You must be Walter Nebuchadnezzar.
How did you know that?
It's on the programming you fed into my system. I must say, Walter, you're very good. Very good indeed. I look wonderful.
If you do say so yourself.
You programmed me to be honest. But tell me, why did you call me AUTOMAN?
It means that you're the world's first truly automatic man. You can do anything because you're not real.
Oh, but I am. I'm as real as you are, just different. And thanks to you, perfect.
Nobody's perfect, AUTOMAN.
Well, that's not true, Walter. You've programmed me to observe other people and do whatever they can do as well as they can do it. Jimmy Connor's playing tennis, John Travolta dancing. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, think of me as an 11.
I've created a monster.
No, what Walter really created was a wonderful force for good. AUTOMAN. That's me.
Rainer, I have the microchip and all the names you wanted.
You have it with you?
Don't worry, it's safely tucked away.
Good.
Silent alarm, 1412 Mason Street. 1 Adam 32, please respond.
1 Adam 32, responding to silent alarm.
Hey, there's somebody over there.
Adam 32, we've blown a tire.
Hurry up, you're on soon.
Yeah, tell me.
working late at the office. I didn't get home until just before I called you.
What about you, Mrs. Stanton?
I was with friends from my bridge club. I got here right after Dennis.
Have you figured out what's missing?
All my jewelry, except for what I'm wearing. The good silver, it's all gone.
Yeah, well, don't forget my ring.
I hope you have adequate insurance coverage.
Lieutenant, it's not the dollars. My wife and I have lost items of great sentimental value.
Mrs. Officer Nebeker has been working with me on a string of burglaries just like this one.
Yes, all with no forced entry. Your doors and windows were all locked.
All of them. We're very cautious people.
Yes, well, so are these burglars, Mr. Stanton. They are quick, they are selective, and they don't leave clues.
Have either of you given your house key to anyone recently?
Absolutely not.
This doesn't sound very reassuring.
Well, before we get a break in a case, we don't like to raise hopes too high. However, I can assure you that Officer Nebeker, once he has taken down all of the facts, will cross-reference them with all of his other reports and have the answers on my desk first thing in the morning.
I will? I will. First thing.
Now look, Stanton, you said you'd have the microchip.
I've got a problem. I have the chip in a ring, and the ring's been stolen.
We had a deal.
The deal is still good as soon as I get the ring back.
I don't give a damn about the ring. I want that microchip.
How did I know it was going to be stolen?
Well, find it, or you're a dead man.
Morning, Cursor.
You called me, Walter?
An hour ago.
Tough night, Walter?
Yeah, I didn't get any sleep. I ran theft reports all night, trying to find a common denominator. All I could come up with is that 3 of the 25 victims went to the same club on the nights that they were robbed.
3 out of 25. That seems like more than a coincidence.
Yeah, I thought so too. Especially considering that Zippers only opened a couple of months ago, which is about when these burglaries started.
I don't think I've ever heard of Zippers.
It's a very elegant nightclub that features male exotic dancers.
All male? No women?
The women are all in the audience. In fact, the only place the men are allowed is on stage.
How fascinating, Walter.
What women really come to see is,
Go on, Walter.
you know, maybe it's time I added the chapter on the birds and the bees to your program.
Walter, you underestimate yourself. Thanks to you, I'm already a whiz at zoology. Now, tell me how these animals figure into all this.
Keep me posted. Fontana says the guy has 2, maybe 3 hostages with him.
What's he packing?
A small arsenal.
Sorry to disturb you, Captain. I just want to tell Lieutenant Curtis that I think I've got a lead in that string of burglaries.
Burglaries? You know what I have on my hands here?
Well, he's going to have to wait.
Oh, but maybe you can't wait.
If it's that hot, why don't you run with it yourself?
3 victims were patrons of the same nightclub.
I got a gunman threatening multiple murder. You want me to drop everything and listen to a burglary lead? Get out of my office right now, Nebeker. You hear what I'm saying?
Don't worry, Captain. I'll handle it myself.
You do that.
Okay.
Did I just say?
I expected you an hour ago. I'm ready to go.
Go where?
Our investigation of Zippers. How many men did Captain Boyd give you?
Zilch.
Zilch. Is he that new fellow in Bunko?
They had their hands full at headquarters today. Boyd wants me to handle it alone.
No problem. All you really needed is me.
Unfortunately, Otto, you're the wrong sex.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, what I need is a woman to get me inside Zippers.
Why don't you just tell them you're a policeman?
What if the management is involved? Until I know more, I don't want to tip my hand.
Very sound reasoning, Walter.
I think I'll give Roxanne a call.
Allow me.
You want to take me where?
Zippers. I can't explain it now. I'll pick you up in about 20 minutes.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a backup?
Thanks, Otto. But the last thing I want to do is attract a lot of attention.
All right. If you're sure that's what you want.
I'm sure. See you when I get back.
Cursor, I need something a little less flashy. What does it matter where I'm going? Zippers? Don't be silly, Cursor. Why would I want to go there? Now, how about those threads? All right. You can come with me.
Good evening, ladies.
Night, Annie.
Enjoy the show.
We'll try to.
Can I park it for you?
Oh, no, thanks. It's a little temperamental.
Well, spaces are a little tight, you know. Take it slow.
You bet.
The Mercedes, right?
You like this one? We got ourselves a Mercedes owner.
Oh, lives in Brentwood. Good potential. I'll check it out tomorrow.
So what do we got going down for tonight?
The green Porsche's house. Staked it out last night. No dogs and no alarms this time.
Hey, gorgeous. You the guy Rudy sent over?
That's right.
You know how to dance? No, on second thought, who cares? Dressing room's down the hall to the right.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
So what's your gimmick? I'm Robin Hood.
It's amazing they still haven't caught up with you yet.
Everybody's got a different costume. It drives the women out of their minds. Fulfills their fantasies.
What sort of fantasies?
Well, I don't know about theirs, pal, but mine is 100 screaming women begging me to take it off. So what's your thing gonna be?
I suppose you could say my thing is, electricity.
Electrician, huh? I'll tell Lillian.
Once you're inside, you can let me in through the side door.
Gotcha.
I really appreciate your helping me out like this, Roxanne.
We all have to make sacrifices now and then.
Have you ever been to one of these places before?
Are you kidding?
Nice to see you again, Roxanne.
Maybe once.
And now, ladies, get ready for a real charge. It's Otto, the high-voltage electrician.
Nice work, Roxanne.
You better brace yourself.
What are you talking about?
Just follow me.
Say it ain't so.
He's not that bad.
I gotta get him off there.
Crazy. You can't go out there. Those women will tear you apart.
You're turning me on.
Get off there.
Oh, hello, Walter. I'm getting some valuable information on your case. Don't want to blow my cover. Gotta go.
Watch this.
What's he doing now?
You don't want to know.
We all need the human touch. We all need the human touch. I need the human touch. We all need the human touch. We all need it. I need it too. Human touch. Human touch. Human touch. Human touch. I've run out of cash. Will you take my check? It's good. We all need a human touch. We all need a human touch. I need a human touch. We all need a human touch. We all need a human touch. Y'all need it. I need it too.
You were wonderful.
Thank you, Roxanne. I was, wasn't I?
Oh, yeah. Regular Gypsy Rose Lee. Come on, let's get out of here.
Otto, you are one of the most exciting men I've ever met. Are you busy right now?
Yes, he is. Sorry.
Well, later would be just fine. Kibi right. I'm staying at the Dunsmore, room 308.
Can't believe she did that.
Neither can I, Walter. How's she going to get into a room? Listen, they're calling my name.
Don't you dare!
Who am I to say no?
You, mind if I have the keys to your car? I think this mission's been aborted.
Are you, angry with me, Walter?
No, I'm not angry. Furious, yes, but not angry. I've been waiting for you for 20 minutes.
I couldn't help it, Walter. 5 encores. And $347. Here, take it. It's for you.
I don't want it. This is exactly the reason I left you behind. You've disrupted my entire investigation.
Would it help if I told you I've uncovered the connection to all those burglaries?
No, it would not help. When are you You did what?
I watched one of the valets take a house key from one of the patrons and make a wax impression.
Otto, are you sure?
Absolutely. I even overheard him and one of the dancers talk about a burglary tonight.
Well, that does put things in slightly a different light.
Then you're not furious anymore?
No, just angry.
There they go, Walter.
How did that Mercedes key turn out?
Find a night next week in Long's home. We'll see how it turned out.
Unless they're taking home movies, we've got ourselves a bust.
Freeze, police! Freeze!
Don't shoot again, Walter. They're of no use to us dead.
don't know what those cops are driving, but I can't shake them.
Otto, you passed them.
Going well, isn't it, Walter?
What are we doing now?
Planning their escape route. Ever see a sheepdog herd sheep?
You lost him.
That I did.
How do you like it? I'd call it auto reverse.
Quick, make a right.
That's it, boys. Turn right.
Now, I think we lost him.
I don't.
Am I still alive?
Nothing like the thrill of the open road, eh, Walter?
Oh, yeah.
Those cops are nuts, man.
Cursor, I could use a little help. About 40 feet worth. They don't know it, Walter, but they're about to turn themselves in.
Thanks, Otto. But I think you better get going.
Glad to help, Walter. See you later.
Anybody here order 2 hot robbers to go? What's in the back? It was a clean bus, Captain. We also recovered stolen property from their prior jobs.
I suppose you'd think congratulations are now in order, right? Well, I do too. Nice going, kid.
Does this mean I can go out in the field more often?
Don't push it, Nebish.
Nebaker.
Whatever.
Mr. Rayner's residence.
Yes, I'd like to speak to Mr. Rayner, please.
Just a moment, please.
Thank you. This is Stanton. The police picked up those men who robbed me. I'm going down to the police station right now and get that ring. Why don't you, meet me at my house in 1 hour? Right.
I don't see the ring anywhere.
Captain Boyd's out in the field. He asked me to make sure you saw everything we recovered from those burglars.
Yes, their jewelry's here. The crystal, the silver, everything but the ring.
Unfortunately, that wasn't one of the items we recovered.
Now, how could that be? You found everything else.
Oh, I'm glad to see you. Mr. Stanton, this is Walter Nebaker. He was the arresting officer.
Yes, we've met.
Is there a problem, Mr. Stanton?
There won't be when you recover the rest of my belongings. It is imperative I get that ring back.
Now, look, the men who robbed me are going to make bail tonight. I'll go and talk to them. They'll know where the ring is.
You have until 9 o'clock.
I'll get it.
You better. Otherwise, I suggest to tell your wife to shop for something in black.
Victor?
Sir?
I'm having second thoughts about giving Stanton more time.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, you and Victor can talk to the burglars.
What about Stanton?
I see no need for a middleman. Just tell him the plans have been changed.
Officer Nebaker, this is Dennis Stanton. I wonder, could you come out to the house? Well, I stole something from work, and I think my life is in danger. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, come on over. I got something for you.
This was no accident, Jack. He called me less than an hour ago telling me that his life was in danger. Then I arrive and find him at the bottom of his swimming pool.
All right, that sounds like a mob hit. Let's wait for the coroner's report before we start calling it murder, though, right?
Whatever you call it, I know it's tied up with that ring that was stolen from him.
Wait a minute. How do you know that?
It's a feeling more than anything else. Maybe the ring's the thing he stole from work.
Maybe you ought to leave the hunches to homicide, huh, Wally?
How long does it take to run a profile on one man?
Haste makes waste, Walter. It seems your Mr. Stanton worked at an interesting company.
BEK Corporation, a communications firm. We're real close, Otto, but the pieces don't fit together yet. Why was he so concerned over that ring?
Perhaps the computers at BEK may hold the answer to that.
Well, can't you get the information from here?
I'm afraid not, Walter. It seems that BEK's installed an elaborate protection system to guard their computers against outside taps. If I were there, it'd be a piece of cake.
All right, all right. But I suggest you put on something a little more discreet.
Very well. Cursor?
Is that the only way you know how to drive this thing?
Well, if you wanted me to go faster, why didn't you just say so?
No, please.
Oh, what a shame. The little fellow's practically a prisoner.
I think it likes you, Otto.
He senses a certain kinship.
Come on, Otto. We're here to get information.
See you later, my little friend.
Otto, we can't have that noisy pile of metal tagging along behind us.
Gonna hurt his feelings.
That's ridiculous. Machines don't have feelings.
Well, now you've done it. It's in here. There she is. To Delilah, 100. She's beautiful, Walter.
I thought it was still in the developmental stage.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the prototype. She's supposed to be state-of-the-art in terms of security. We'll see about that.
Sorry, Automan. That's not good enough.
Delilah, you have quite a reputation. Still, I'm sure we could work together if we try.
Access denied. You didn't think I'd fall for that old line, did you?
What is it, Otto?
It's her trap circuits. Every time I enter the wrong code, she sends me through a maze, back to where I began.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that she's a worthy adversary, that's all. This should do it.
Access denied, and I'm not even breathing hard. Why don't you give up, Automan? You'll never penetrate my memory.
Excuse me, Walter. I'm gonna have to go inside the computer if I'm going to avoid those trap circuits.
All right, just hurry it up. That guard could walk in here any time.
Go ahead, Automan. Give it your best shot.
Come on, Otto. Come on. Otto!
That's the alarm in Stanton's office.
Okay, let's go.
Otto!
It's just the robot from the display.
Well, how did it get down here?
Otto, what happened?
I'll tell you later.
Come on, Otto. Let's go.
Who turned him on? Ah!
I think we better merge.
Right.
What happened?
The battle with the computer. It knocked the wind out of me, so to speak. I haven't the strength left to merge.
Come on.
Hey, that ain't no robot.
Let's get him.
Did you see that? I'm sure glad there's two of us. Because they wouldn't believe one of us.
I don't know if I believe it myself.
I hope you learned something in there. I'd sure hate to have gone through that for nothing.
It was far from a wasted trip. What do you know about the Federal Witness Protection Program?
It gives new identities to people who put their lives in jeopardy by testifying against organized crime.
That's what those bogus documents BEK deals in are for. Not for giving new identities to mobsters, but to the witnesses against them.
And all that information was on Stanton's computer?
Not the new identities themselves, but Delilah did finally break down and tell me they were kept on a separate microchip for security.
Stanton's ring. It must have contained that microchip. Stanton must have tried selling that information to the mob. Only he had the bad luck of having it stolen out from under him in that burglary.
Walter, we've got to get that ring. If that list should fall into the wrong hands, a lot of innocent people might be killed.
Those two robbers must still have the ring. I'll have Jack track down one. We'll go talk to the other.
There's no one home. Should we wait inside?
Might as well.
Are you okay?
Oh, Delilah certainly lived up to her name, Walter. I'm completely drained.
Hello? Yes, Lieutenant. No, Gary's not here. What happened when you spoke to Stanley? He's dead? No, that won't be necessary. Oh. Backups won't be necessary, I'm sure. I'll stay in touch.
I'm sorry, Walter. I'm afraid I'm going to have to be leaving you.
Your timing still leaves a lot to be desired, Otto. Lieutenant Curtis just found the other burglar murdered.
I'll rejoin you here as soon as I can replenish my energy supply.
So long, Otto.
You'll have to excuse us for busting in on you like this, Gary. Knocking eliminates the element of surprise.
What do you want?
We got a little problem, Gary. Recently, a friend of ours lost a ring in a robbery. He'd like to get it back.
Ring? I don't know what you're talking about.
Your partner, Stanley, he came down with a case of amnesia. And we gave him a permanent cure.
It's written on his toe tag. My boss is an impatient man, and so am I. I want to know where that ring is.
Look, how about if we do a little back scratching? I'll deliver the ring. But only if you take me to see your boss first.
What do you want with him?
I'd like to talk about a deal.
Sit down. I say we burn him right now.
You want to be the one to tell Mr. Rayner we have 2 corpses and no ring?
Okay, slick face. You just bought yourself a little more time. Come on.
I think I'll just stick around here and see if I can find the ring. Might save Mr. Rayner some money.
You wanted a deal? Let's hear it.
Well, if you're willing to kill for that ring, I have to assume it's pretty valuable. I want a cut.
A cut? I'll give you a cut. From ear to ear.
Do you want the microchip or not?
That depends how much it's going to cost me to get it.
Well, all I want's a little money.
How much?
$25,000 in cash.
I don't consider $25,000 a little money. I'll have to see the merchandise first.
First, the money. Then you get what you're after.
I don't have that much cash in the house.
Then send for it. I'll wait.
All right, get in here.
Hey, I don't want any trouble.
Who are you?
I live here.
You're Gary's roommate.
I'm Gary.
Who's the other guy?
What other guy?
If you're Gary, then where's that ring you took out of Stanton's house?
Put that thing away and I'll take you to that ring.
Where is it?
I hid it. At a club I work at. Zippers.
All right. Let's go get it.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
That was Victor. He says he found something interesting at your house.
What?
The real Gary. The one with the ring. He says he's got it over at Zippers. Take care of him.
You're right. Gary has the ring. But I've got the microchip. That is what you're after.
Buck, you just saved yourself some lead. For the time being. Bring him with us. We'll see who's lying.
Move.
What's he doing here? He's one of the cops who busted me.
Cop? Oh, which one of you guys is a liar? Give me that ring!
All right,
Now!
all right.
It's in the lamp.
That microchip's in that ring, you're dead.
Hey, what's that? What's going on?
Someone's messing with the lights. No! He grabbed the ring.
Otto, you're just the person I wanted to run into.
Nice work, Walter.
A nice warm hand for Big Mac! It's Otto the electrician!
Gave that guy the ring.
What are we doing?
Playing for time, Walter. I put a call into Lieutenant Curtis. He should be here any minute.
I feel ridiculous.
Let go, Walter. It's not all that bad.
Cops. Now or never. Get him.
We are hope. The human touch. I need the human touch. We all need the human touch. We all need it.
Hold it.
That zap drained most of my power. That'll do it for me, Walter.
Here's what they were all after, Lieutenant.
Get that in the vault right away.
Right.
Either of you seen Otto? He's completely disappeared.
No, but I'll be running into him in the near future. You have a message for him?
You bet I do. You tell that baby anytime he wants a job, he's got one waiting.
Otto? What are you doing here?
I wanted to hear how things turned out in the Stanton case. Professional interest.
Well, you'll be happy to know that the DA's office just handed down murder indictments against Rayner and his two cronies.
Well, that is good news, Walter.
More important, that list of government witnesses is going to be under tighter security than ever before. Even that supercomputer at BEK won't have access.
Ah, Delilah. Well, I hope she takes it gracefully. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Speaking of women scorned, that lady from Zippers called again. She's still trying to get in touch with you.
What did you tell her?
Well, I told her that you left the country suddenly. Something about a federal warrant.
Walter, you didn't.
Well, I had to do something to discourage her. She said there's been near riots for the last couple of nights. Everybody's been screaming for the return of Otto the electrician.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Well, I must admit it was an amusing diversion.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you finally got some perspective on it.
Oh, hi, Walter. You better hurry up and change, Otto. You promised you wouldn't keep those ladies at Zippers waiting.